Alright, we all do the praying mantis.
The praying mantis.
We're doing the praying mantis. Yeah, this is how we're going to start this commentary. You know me, my name's Mac.
My name's Shane.
Hi, I'm Shigara.
Everybody's doing a brand new dance now. Come on, baby, do the
praying
praying mantis. So, thoughts on episode 6? I'm not Batman, I'm the Canadian. What do you reckon? For me, finally, excitement.
Yeah.
We got to tribal council. We were like, "What?" We scared the cats.
We did.
Yeah, the cats were very comfortable until the shot in the dark.
Yeah, well, we're going to get to that. So, plenty of action. I mean, do you think it was a turning point for the season? Because I do.
Yeah, I think we're shifting into next gear now.
Yeah,
I'd say first gear.
People are they're ready to play.
in theatrical terms, like that was the intermission break right there. That's the cliffhanger.
Yeah.
That's the, bang, like excitement, where you go to have your little drink of wine before you get in for that second act and see what's going to happen. So.
All right, well, let's break it down because we've actually got quite a lot to go through. There was actually a very good reason for me being here with these really good people, and they cooked me an awesome dinner. But let's get on to the serious stuff first. So, Lulu, we start off at Lulu because Bruce finally finds a clue that has been soggy wet and it's old, and the producers probably think, oh shit, no one's going to find it.
And they all go together except for Katura. They keep Katura out.
That's smart gameplay. A secret that involves everyone but one person.
Yeah. What could possibly go wrong?
Yeah, because we were actually getting a bit concerned because we thought, okay, so with the complication of that, so what Bruce can't vote until he's actually found the idol. But what if someone else, like Katura, for example, gets the idol, so he can't. So we thought
someone else on the island digs it up and goes, "Oh, actually, I'm going to put it in my pocket." Sorry, Bruce.
But as it turns out, Bruce did actually, find that immunity idol straight away. There you go. Which is just as well because merge is kind of happening. Let's get rid of the tribes; they are no more. And Reba lays out the welcome mat.
J. Maya, particular, actually typed "welcome" into the sand.
She did. How nice!
What a lovely thing for her to do.
Yeah,
Isn't she a lovely player?
She deserves to stay forever until the end. Doesn't she?
At that moment, I was like, I hope J. Maya goes really deep into the game.
Yeah,
because she's so lovely. That's why I picked her.
Set up.
What could possibly go wrong?
Yeah, nothing. Nothing could go wrong. So we got to the challenge, right? And it was immunity and reward. And again, we're so let's just take a moment to talk about the bet that we have all just made in secret, because this kind of complicated. And we actually discussed the ramifications of this at length, didn't we? Because everyone has made a bet on the first person to be voted out with the merge, and the first one to win individual immunity. And we did decide, we paused it, didn't we, the three of us?
Yep.
We discussed this, and ultimately decided that if everyone is voting, then that counts for first voted out.
Yes.
Okay? So we will have someone who has actually possibly won because they bet on the person, or more than one person may have voted for whoever got voted out. But we're going to have to wait till next week to find out who's going to win the first immunity and see whether we have a double steal or something.
Yeah, although there was a little bit of a wrinkle there, because at the end of the episode they said that the next immunity is a bit confusing because maybe 2 people are getting voted out, so maybe they're getting split in half again, and maybe that vote will get delayed, but we're not really sure.
The foot is a game or something.
The foot is a game?
It is.
The foot
is a game. Yeah, it is. So, for that challenge, we mixed it up. These are our 2 teams, and Katura was on the outs, but she decided to side with the blue team, thinking they're going to win. And what happened?
Well, I look at Sifu, I think here's a man who's good at word puzzles, and so did Katura, and somehow she was right.
See, I really like the fact that it was a double word puzzle, right? So we haven't seen that before. It was just like quick tick puzzle, but they have to construct and then do a word puzzle. I like that. First time I've seen that.
And big is it Tony Burgess' catchphrase?
Oh, yeah.
From the 90s?
Oh, yeah.
That was
Burjo. Yeah,
Burjo's
say what you
catchphrase.
see. Say what you
Yes.
see. Yeah. All right. Do you like the challenge then? I mean,
I liked the challenge. I mean, I'm not a big challenge person. Do you want to speak?
I noticed that they've put a lot more effort into building the challenges in the last 2 episodes, so I think they're ones that are going to stick around for a while. And we got to see Austin go full vampire and bite that shoe.
How good was that? Nibble, nibble, nibble. All that mud. It's kind of tasty. Let's get that. I mean, he literally was an ankle biter.
Yeah.
So
if you
Then you
didn't
gotta
see
put
that,
everything into it.
go back
Yeah.
and watch the challenge and watch
Yeah.
Austin.
If you-
Whose shoe did he
If you're
buy?
not using your teeth, you're not working hard enough.
that's
Yeah.
right.
I mean, look at his pearly whites. Look at that smile.
I mean, this episode had everything really. Finally, like we had drama, we had praying mantis dancing, we had ankle
Seafood
biting.
running down the rope bridge with full. What did you call it, Shakara?
I said WrestleMania energy.
WrestleMania energy.
Yeah, that's a song by Cardi B about to be released. I think WrestleMania energy. So the blue team won, got a nice feast, and they all were immune, but everyone could vote. And we thought, right, well, Caleb is scrambling. Things ain't looking good for Caleb, are they? In fact, he was chucking out some big swings, wasn't he?
Especially at the Tribal Council. He was throwing names out and he was panicking. He was
Go for J Mike, go for J Mike. So I was
mud at the wall.
Yeah.
And I thought, good, Liam getting taken down a peg. And I
And-
was all for it.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, Liam losing a tribe mate is never, it's not something that we mourn typically in this game. We love you, Liam, but you've won too much money in the history of this game, just saying. So that was a thing. And then I think we had absolute crazy bit of all-time firstery. So those guys won't know that. But Caleb played the shot in the dark, which was the best move he'll ever play, and he got safe, which you actually looked this up, didn't you? Didn't Shakara?
Yes, so it's the second safety from Shot in the Dark, which I think he owes to Emily, really.
Yeah.
She gave him the heads up on that one.
Did. Warning, Will Robinson, Caleb Robinson. But and the first time it was used successfully was when?
It was Jamie Lynn last season.
In season 44, right? Cool. So that was played immaculately because first time ever, 11 votes, 100% of the votes, all to the one person, and he was safe. And because Caleb played his shot in the dark, he couldn't vote. Therefore, he didn't even get to vote out the person of his choosing on one vote. So they all ranked, and Shane was absolutely shitting himself.
Well, and I was pretty confident that Emily would go home, and I thought my girl J Maya would be safe. I thought the logical thing here is to get rid of Emily, Caleb's ally. She told him to play his shot in the dark. It's all her fault.
We were scared for Andrea. Sorry, we were scared for Andrea
Yeah.
because we thought, my God, you're going to win the Shane Award for shortest change with your pick. But
But the J Maya vote made a lot more sense from Austin and Kelly's point of view with their amulets.
yeah,
Which is why Austin was right to eat the sandwiches and not get the amulet.
wow, those fucking sandwiches. We're never
He
going to
was
hear the
right.
last of it.
He was right for the wrong reasons.
Yeah.
But actually, it was the right choice. Eat the sandwiches. Don't take the amulet. It just puts a target on your back
Yeah.
and splits those three people apart that want to target each other.
So Jay goes home, 13th in line to the throne, with an amulet in a pocket.
And I feel shortchanged.
You do. However, that is not all of the business that we have to take care of today.
Dun dun dun.
So, last week there was a journey that happened, and we had 3 people go off on the journey, didn't we? They were who? It was Austin,
My pick, J Maya.
right?
Austin and
Austin from
Kelly.
your team and Kelly from mine. And because those 3 went on a journey and they had a decision to make, there was a advantage found. And would you like to tell us what that was, Shikara?
Yes. Congratulations. Because one of your players is now in the Journey Alliance, you have embarked on your own journey with the other 2 players who have either J Maya, Austin, or Kelly on their team. Just like their dilemma, You will also make a majority wins decision. Sustenance. Each of you takes an instant reward of $5. Strategy. With merge imminent next week, collectively decide which tribe from the current setup will have a member voted off first. If you are correct, you will double your reward to $10 each.
Okay. So just as those 3 players had to choose between strategy and sustenance, so did we. And all 3 of us wanted to play the game. So
yeah, no doubt.
So you guys
we went
with
strategy.
Strategy.
So yeah, as such, of those 3 tribes, we had to vote on who was going to lose their first member. And again, we did pause mid-episode through this week to decide the fairest way. Like, if this episode turned out with only, for example, Lulu voting for each other, then this wouldn't count until next week. But because everyone got to vote, we thought this would be applicable.
They did the immunity challenge in 2 entirely new organic groups and not their previous sitting tribes.
Yeah.
So there's the bet still.
So ultimately, who did you guys feel as though had the weakest tribe mates and therefore was more likely to be voted out?
Well, we started debating between Sifu, because that seemed to be an obvious choice with the tribe dynamic. But with the
That's
Lulu's...
him on a chill out day. Yeah, that's him on like the 3 out of 10 hour.
That's first thing in the morning, just waking up still a little sleepy.
That's him sleep talking.
Yeah.
And then there was some interesting strategy thrown around in terms of like the Lulu makeup, and ultimately we decided that the Bello and Reba tribe lines were still very strong. So we put our bets on Lulu to lose the first.
And I kind of felt as though like Bruce, he is very quick to get under everyone's skin because he's constantly, hey, I'm the Survivor 44 guy. Hey, like you should do this because I'm sorry. He reminds me of Bill Cosby, but without the non-consensual drug raping stuff. I hope.
Yeah. Fingers crossed. Bruce is keeping it above board.
Yeah, but he's got a good era of Bill Cosby vibe about him. So I personally felt as though like Lulu was more likely to attract votes from people being annoyed with them.
Yeah, and there were a few people on the current Lulu makeup we thought could be contenders to go home. So Bruce was obviously one of them.
Yeah.
Jake O'Kane, who's having this narrative that he could be pulled from the game at any moment, and what a compelling, tragic story it would be if it happens right at the merge. So we thought maybe that's an option.
So we decided Lulu are going to lose a member first, but
Tree Mail to the Journey Alliance. Unfortunately, you did not pick the right tribe to lose a member this week, so you do not receive a reward. If you had picked sustenance, you would have each won $5, but because you went with strategy and lost, you must give your $5 sustenance reward to another player outside of your alliance. You may pick the same player or different ones, but you must choose now.
So, essentially, we would have won $5 each if we'd gone with sustenance. No, we're going to give those $5 to someone else.
We should have listened to Austin and gone for sustenance. I mean, and I knew that was the right call. A bird in the hand is worth 2 in the bush and all that jazz.
We should have picked sandwiches.
So, I'm calling up the screen here so we can actually see all the players and who's got what. This is tough. So far, on the money board, Shane, you're the only person with any money, but you're in this line, so you don't, you're not going to get any. I must admit, I'm a fan. Personally, I'm a fan of the underdog.
Yeah.
So people who are like on the way out, but also I'm a fan of people that we don't hear from so much. So
Wow.
I'm not looking at you, Liam. Sorry.
This
You get that.
Oh, I cannot see a scenario where Sifu wins. I'm sorry, Kirby. I can't see it.
Mm-hmm.
And so for that reason, I maybe would give my $5 to Kirby.
Okay.
I think her game is cooked like a bird in the bush.
Yeah. Fair enough. All right. Shikara, how are you leaning, feeling?
Look, I don't quite know.
All right. Yeah.
Just because the sheer amount of effort that has gone into her game and just some real luck that she went down in her favor, I'm gonna give it to Andrea for Emily.
Yeah, definitely deserve. I mean, having Emily, what a get! What a wonderful story. So
Yeah.
Good, rewarded for that one.
So, I think I'm actually going to possibly throw a curveball. I'm also going to go with Andrea, simply because for similar reasons to this guy here, I can't see Emily lasting. So, Andrea, you're actually going to get my $5 as well.
Ooh, well, there you go. That's the two in the bush that I don't know where is this chicken analogy coming from? I don't know how it entered my vernacular.
Amanda, I was looking at you, but I can't help but think that Julie is going to be a quiet achiever. I think that her story is going to be a good one.
And Bruce is a loud achiever, so that's nice too.
So yeah, Andrea, you've just won $10, and Kirby, you've just won a $5 because we're losers.
Yeah, big time. I mean, I double lost tonight.
Let's see what happens next week.
Woo! Goodbye, everybody.
So here is the money board and some cash disappearing, which is nice. Now, because the three of us in the Journey Alliance did not take the money home for ourselves, we did dish out $15. That does mean the other $15 gets added to the second place jackpot. So that's up. But we've also got this first voted out at Merge Bet. Now 3 people voted for Bruce and were wrong. And then another 2 went for Katura, also wrong. Shikara and myself, we went with Sifu, not a good choice. Which leaves Amanda and Andrea. But Andrea went with Jake, still in the game. But then Amanda pulled it out of the bag. Jay Meyer was who, and she was the only person to go for Jay Meyer. So $20 in your pocket, Amanda. Congratulations. Now, this does mean next week, when we get to the first individual immunity win, if Amanda gets that right, then even if someone else gets that right, they won't win any money, because by picking Jay Meyer, Amanda has locked everyone else out from those winnings.